Good day, students. Welcome to P6 Online Learning from Strisuvit School. P6 English Online Learning. Today's lesson is number 5. It is taken from the class book, reading section, pages 12 and 13. Reading. Read and listen to the story. Then answer the question, which painting is the story about? Island Adventure. Max was staying with his cousin Jeff by the sea. Every day, the boys went to the beach and played football or went fishing. But one day, they stood on the sand and stared across the sea at a small island in the distance. No one lived on the island, and the boys had never been there. "I'd like to explore that island," said Max. "Let's borrow my brother's boat and go there," said Jeff. "We'll be back before he finds out." The boys rowed to the island and left the boat on the sand. They climbed trees, swam in the river, and found some caves. At last, they decided to go home, but when they went back to the boat, it wasn't there. The boys were frightened. "What are we going to do?" asked Max. "Nobody knows we're here." "Let's make a fire," said Jeff. "Someone will see the smoke." "But we haven't got any matches," said Max. "We can hit 2 rocks together to make a fire. Come on, it's easy." But it was dark before the boys had a fire. Suddenly, there was a splash of water. The boys stared across the sea. A shape was coming towards them. "Run!" shouted Max. "Hey!" said a voice. "Don't you want to come home?" Jeff's brother was standing on the beach next to the missing boat. "How did you find us?" asked Jeff in amazement. "I saw the boat floating near the shore, so I swam out to get it. Then I saw your smoke and realized what happened." "That was lucky," said Jeff. "But next time," said Jeff's brother as they rowed back, "tell me before you take my boat out, and always tie it to a tree." Now answer the question, which painting was the story about? If you guessed California Coast, you would be correct. Now read the story again and write the answers. All of the answers are of the yes, there are, no, there are not, or no, there aren't. The do or does questions, the answers are of the yes, they do, or no, they do not, or no, they don't variety. On this slide, we have words in context or vocabulary. So the words stare is a verb. It means to look for a long time. Word number 2, row. If you look at the picture, the man is rowing a boat with wooden oars. Smoke. When you burn something such as wood, it produces smoke. Borrow. Borrow means when you use one of your friend's possessions after you ask, "May I borrow your pencil?" Hit. Hit is like baseball when you hit a ball with a bat. Splash is what happens when you drop something into water, such as an ice cube or a rock. Float means an item or thing will suspend itself in air or on top of water. In the picture, the boat is floating on water. And tie is when you take string or a rope or a shoelace and you make a knot or tie a bow in it. So complete this section. Listen. Do the children like the painting? Answer yes, they do, or no, they do not. Listen again and circle the correct answer.
Listening 10. Listen. Do the children like the painting?
Right. We have to write a story about this painting in this book. It's called Tiger in a Tropical Storm, Surprised. Do you like it?
Yes, I like pictures of animals, and this one's really colourful. Who painted it?
It was painted by a French artist called Henri Rousseau.
Is it very old?
It says here it was painted in 1891.
So, where's the tiger? Is it in a forest or in a zoo? What do you think?
Well, I think it's in a forest. Look at all those tall trees and plants.
I agree. OK, so it's in a forest and there's a storm. Do you think the tiger is frightened of the storm?
I don't think it's frightened. I think it's looking for something to eat. I think it's hungry.
I think you're right. Maybe it's looking at an animal and it wants to eat it.
Yes. So let's write about a hungry tiger in a forest in a storm. Do you want to write a story or a poem?
Let's write a story.
Good. Let's start. Once upon a time, there was a tiger.
Speaking. Use the prompts to answer the questions. An example. Which painting do you like best? I like Tiger in a Tropical Storm the best. Excellent work, students. I hope you are enjoying online learning. The next class will be Lesson 6. Have a great day.